Hey everyone, my name is Michael and I'm here to bring you another exciting episode on my travel channel. The topic for our discussion today will be on credit cards. So I'm not going to go into exactly what a credit card is or how to use it. I think that's pretty self-explanatory to be honest. But I will be discussing the nuances and differences between a travel credit card and a cashback credit card. So we'll first start with travel credit cards. Travel credit cards are where basically the user will earn points or miles for each purchase being made. Generally, the standard earning rates for purchases are about 1 to 2 points per dollar spent per specific category. You can go as high to 4 to 6, 8, 10, 13x. That's really dependent on the type of card you're using. All in all, the intent is to use the points accumulated towards travel accommodations. So travel purchases you can use will be towards flights or hotels or even resort, to name a few. Some examples of these very popular travel credit cards are such as the American Express Platinum Card, the Capital One Venture X, and even the very own Chase Sapphire Preferred. And if you use these credit cards correctly, you can actually book all types of flights, business class, economy, first class, for basically very to little or no dollars spent, basically for free. You'd only be responsible really for just taxes and fees by the airlines, which you cannot avoid. Let me explain an example to illustrate the multiplier. So let's say I have the Chase Sapphire Preferred. It has many multipliers. One example is the 3x multiplier on dining out at restaurants. So let's say I make a purchase at a restaurant and I spend about $100. Well, that's going to give me about 300 points for that purchase. So as a whole, cumulatively, let's say you spend a total of like $5,000 for your current statement, you're going to get a total of about 15,000 points for that current statement. But those kind of points, you can actually redeem that for actually a domestic or even an international flight through the Chase portal, which I will show you right now. Piggyback off my example about that dining multiplier, there are two ways you can redeem your points. One is to redeem it by the Chase travel portal, and the second way is to redeem it through travel partners. For the first way to redeem your points, we're going to do it through the Chase travel portal. So we'll use my account. Like I said, you're going to go through your Chase account. You're going to select on the Chase travel little airplane icon. There, I'm going to show you an example of a flight I looked up. Like I said, the points are different as my dining example, but just keep in mind the redemption basically. Like I said, I found a flight, just grabbed the first flight, a domestic flight, and you can see it's a cash price of $448. That's what you pay out of pocket. And then below you'll see the points is 35,000 and change. So you either pay the points or you pay the cash. For example, let's just say we have the points to pay for. So basically you just select it and you pay the points at checkout basically. But to exemplify the redemption, basically you take the cash price, $448, divided by 35,000 and change, and it gets about 1.25 cent per point, which is actually exactly what Chase advertised when you go back to their website for the credit card. So you can see it matches up. So you're really not getting great value, but like I said, it's better than paying out of pocket. So that's just, like I said, one way to redeem your points. It's not probably the best way, but like I said, if you're in a pinch or you don't want to plan, then it's one way to redeem your points. Like I said, it's points you've earned, just not the most efficient way, really, going forward for travel. Second way, you can redeem your points through travel partners. So like I said, you want to go through your credit card portal. You want to make sure you select travel partners. And for this example, we're going to use, and drop down here, we're going to use United. Like I said, these airline programs, to get an account is free. So like I said, always just sign up. And like I said, it only benefits the user. So like I said, once you pick United, you look for a flight. And for this example, I have it here. And I chose an international flight where it's actually a first class flight. And it's about 121,000 miles. Like I said, just an example. And so you take that. Now, to really understand the redemption of it, you go look at the cash price of that flight. So I'm going to pull it up here. And it's about $6,000, almost $7,000. And once again, to do this, to at least illustrate the redemption, you just divide the cash price, $6,794, by 121, and you actually get 5.6 cents per point. So like I said, that's a great value for redeeming. Outrageous value, by the way. And like just to finish that transfer part, which was discussed in other videos, like I said, you just put the miles into that account and you book the flight. So that's a really great way of maximizing your value on your points for travel. So please remember that I'm not advocating on splurging on purchases for points just so you can get flights or signing bonuses, stuff like that. The point of using your travel credit cards is to be spending money on things that you're already paying for, essentials, grocery, cars, gas, that kind of stuff, and then basically using that to your advantage for travel. So like I said, I just want to make sure that's not being misconstrued for how we're redeeming. So the second topic here we want to discuss is cashback credit cards. I know it doesn't sound exciting, but I truly believe it's all dependent on your personal situation. But just to kind of give a brief synopsis, a cashback credit card basically is you earn multipliers similar to credit cards, with the caveat you earn a percentage back being applied as cashback. So showing here, the Bank of America Cash Rewards card gives you about a 3% cash back on a specific category. For this one, I actually have it, and I do it for online categories, and you would get 3% back based on the max amount for that quarter, which would be about $2,500. So once again, if you do the math, and if you max out that 3% for that specific category for online purchase, for example, let's say I think it's $2,500, you do 3%, you would get $75 back into your account for your credit card. For this one, would be Bank of America. Examples of these cashback credit cards that are very popular in the game right now are such as the Citi Custom Cash, the Wells Fargo Active Cash Card, and even that Bank of America card I have as well is very popular. And like I said, the cool thing about these two is that, and not to get ahead of myself, but a lot of these cashback cards don't have annual fees. And like I said, that's just money you're not spending, which really are appealing to people who don't want to do the traveling game and get money back in their pocket. I want to summarize once again between the two differences of these cards. Like they're both phenomenal, but really they're phenomenal and dependent on your situation. Like I said, cashback cards are beneficial for individuals who want to receive money back and not utilize it for travel. I mean, and really you're getting money back and you don't have to hassle about planning. And this may be beneficial for maybe like families that, don't travel a lot and really want to, just utilize their cashback option for gift cards, or like I said, you're already using a lot of categories for groceries. So that's a really thing to consider, for cashback. I guess team cashback really. For team travel credit cards, like I said, it's best used when you redeem it for travel purchases. I mean, really for travel partners, that you see the redemptions are ridiculous. And you can see in my example, 5 cents per point is phenomenal. Now, I don't have stock in front of you, but like I said, I've seen redemptions as far as 5, 6, 10 points per cents per dollar, and it goes a long way. And so, like I said, as long as you are able to be flexible with your dates and travel ahead, it's such a great tool and redemption to use for transferring your points to travel partners. So I just want to make sure everyone understands that, to be honest. All right, travel enthusiasts, as we get to the end of this video, I did want to pose a question to everyone. And in regards for credit cards, what kind of credit cards do you all have? Do you have travel credit cards? Do you have cash back? Do you prefer one or the other? Or do you just like team travel? I mean, it's totally fine. Or do you like cash back because you like to get money back to your pocket and redeem for gift cards or money in your pocket? Feel free to comment and let me know what you have going forward in your travel game right now. And to close this video, like I said, if you find this information valuable, please slap that like button and subscribe for more interesting content. As, like I said, I'm just starting out here and I want to make sure that the content I'm providing is something that everyone wants to hear moving forward. Otherwise, like I said, stay tuned for more episodes going forward. And always, life is short. Travel more.